Jeffrey says you're shallow and gay when he sees you style your hair. He sees you go to the gym, and again, he calls you gay because you're trying to build some muscle. What's wrong with you, Jeffrey? Don't you realize that looks are now more important than ever? Adonis. Just look at Adonis. What a beautiful, fine specimen of a man. Look at those delts, look at those quads, look at those abs. And that jawline, my God. Adonis takes pride in his appearance, and he thinks that all young men should do the same. I think we've gotten to the point now where none of us are really believing the lie of like, just be yourself. If you want to date girls, just be yourself. Personality. Like, we all realize now that looks are very, very, how you look is very, very important. Your physical attractiveness, not only for dating, but for literally all of life, is so valuable. I'm not going to cite these fucking studies, but there's random studies that say like 60 or 90% of CEOs are over 6 foot tall. And attractive people make more money and are more likely to get promoted in the workplace than less attractive people. That babies, literal, just small little babies, are more warm and receptive to like a more of a beautiful, symmetrical face. Looks are more important than ever, and I hate this mindset. A lot of people say that trying to improve your looks is like, it's shallow. These are the kind of like those like, like the sophisticated kind of guys who say like, oh, well, that's a shallow pursuit. If you're going to the gym to look good, bro, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Looks are so important. And I want to drill this mindset into you, which has really helped me. Your looks are an asset. Your six pack is an asset. Your muscular frame is an asset. Good hair is an asset. Good beard, good like things that make you more attractive. Your fashion sense, this sort of understanding of what is attractive and fashionable right now is an asset that will literally pay you dividends, that will help your life. So in business we have these terms assets and liabilities, and you might not know so much about that, but you kind of already know, okay, well, we want assets. Assets are kind of good things that keep giving you profits, and liabilities are kind of like bad things that take money away from you. So we just want assets. It's very interesting when you start thinking, okay, is a six-pack an asset? Well, yeah, it's a good thing that gives you some kind of profit. Is confident? Yeah, well, confidence is an asset. Is a woman with big breasts? Well, yes, of course that's an asset. Of course it is. People overlook these things and say, like, oh, well, it's shallow and you shouldn't be shallow. You should focus. Like, it's so important in the modern day. So important. So if you're a young guy, you're struggling with things like dating or, confidence, the truth is, bro, if you become more attractive, you would find certain parts of life easier and more enjoyable, especially dating. I think I'm one of the very few sort of self-improvement, red pill kind of guys who actually tells you like your looks is the most important part of dating in the modern dating scene. 100% it is. There's a lot of guys who say, oh, well, your looks don't matter and I can teach you the 3-step. Shut the fuck up. I can teach you the 3-step. I can, just tell her this sentence and you'll be able to pick her up like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. How is modern dating these days? Well, it's online, and online people see your pictures, your videos, they see your Instagram, your TikTok, your Tinder. So it's all based on looks, and it shouldn't be like that. It should be based on like personality and spiritualism and stuff. But it's like, bro, this is the cards that we've been dealt. Now you either play the game and you win it, or you fucking automatically lose. Now which one is it gonna be? Because we're playing the game anyway. So why don't we aim to win instead of playing the game and then being upset at the rules of the game and then performing poorly anyway? Have you seen pictures of what I looked like 4 or 5 years ago when I was at the end of high school? I was kind of like chubby. When I was in college, I was like really skinny. I started packing on some muscle. I started going to the gym, and this is where a lot of people will start cringing. Oh, here's another bro talking about weightlifting, and like weightlifting doesn't get you girls. Like I thought I would get girls when I started lifting weights, but now only guys compliment. Shut the fuck up, bro. Anyone who says that to you, you've heard this, and you've probably said this bullshit yourself, that like, oh, I started lifting weights and building muscle to get girls, but only guys compliment me, bro. You want to know why that is? Because you're doing stupid ass workout routines. You've built a body that's not even attractive. I get called shallow so much for my mindset on training. You should train to build an aesthetic body. Now 100% train to exercise, for the benefits of exercise, 100% train for fun and for challenge, but a fantastic, awesome reward of resistance training is that you can build an aesthetic physique that has a V-taper, that has like these lateral delts that curve around the shoulder like this, nice looking biceps. You build a physique that is the kind of physique that women lust over. And, oh, well, that's shallow. I don't think it is. How is becoming more eligible for love and relationships and sex shallow. Those are some of the most important things of our lives. Again, you're playing the game anyway, so you may as well win. If you want to drop out of the game completely, if you want to go live in a fucking village and not date and not be seen by anyone, fair enough. But if you're not going to do that, if you're going to watch videos like this, then you're playing the game. So let's win. Let's become as attractive as we can. Let's see physical attractiveness, like looks maxing, improving our looks, as a pillar of self-improvement, because no one else is doing this. There's a few people who somewhat, like they'll do some research on their hair, they'll go to the gym, but they're not like obsessing over improving their looks like we are. And we're not doing this through any kind of unhealthy manner, through like surgery and like, getting Botox or some weird shit. We're doing this through healthy things. Like, okay, let me research what is like the most attractive hairstyles for my face shape. Let me research what's the most attractive facial hair. Like, it's the 7-day stubble. Let me research, okay, what is the exact proportions of an aesthetic physique that just somehow is just evolutionary more attractive. Like, one of the things I love to say is that an aesthetic V-taper on a man, this sort of like this shape in his upper body, which comes through resistance training, lifting weights, calisthenics, it's inherently attractive, just like the hourglass shape in a woman. So as a guy, as a straight guy, if you see a woman with the hourglass shape, so that she has wider hips, smaller waist, and then sort of wider bust, we are automatically attracted to her, even if we don't see her face, even if we see her from far away. It's like something inside of our brain. It's like, yep, I would impregnate her. And it's the exact same, and this is subconscious, so of course you're not going to think this, but the exact same thing is for straight women looking at guys who have this kind of shape in their upper body. It's just something subconscious. They don't consciously think it, but something subconscious just tricks, and it's like, yep, that's probably an attractive guy with high testosterone, with good genes, that would be potentially a good father for me. This raw fucking attraction that you can't overlook. Your physique is the number one thing that you can change, you can improve on to improve your looks. A lot of people overlook this. A lot of like this kind of like dark black pill culture online, and they have this mindset that like your body doesn't change anything. That's complete and utter bullshit. Most of dating these days is online. It's on Tinder, it's on Instagram, and try it if you haven't already, but just try it, bro. Do your normal dating stuff, right? Tinder, Instagram, whatever. Post a shirtless picture. Even if you don't have an amazing body, but you've got like, you've been going to the gym for a couple of months, post a shirtless picture that looks sexy. Like, you can go like Google some, or like find some, some guys on Instagram for like some inspiration. Maybe you want to look at some of my pictures and just kind of see how some guys take their shirtless pictures, how they do it, which it looks like kind of like sexy. It looks like kind of like the fuckboy vibe. Take that, put it onto Tinder. I guarantee you will get 3 to 5 times more matches than normal. And these motherfuckers want to tell you that looks don't matter, or these motherfuckers want to tell you that, oh, well, women don't care about your body. And this seems really shallow. This seems, oh, well, Tinder, well, we have to play with the cards that we are dealt. Now, I don't use Tinder. I haven't in a while, and I do recommend people not even to use it, because I don't think it's that effective. You should keep in mind that as we're all moving more and more online and with like technology, your looks is going to get even more and more important. The most important piece of advice I could give you here isn't this specific technique of like how to build your body, how to look more attractive. It's just to keep that mindset. Improving my looks is a pillar of my self-improvement. I take pride in my appearance. That sentence, I learned that from the Royal Air Force in the UK. I was in the application to join, and there was a part of like the sort of military application in the UK where you have to remember their sort of like their catchphrase. Some like, you've got to somewhat try and remember like things that they believe and where their camps and bases are and everything. And one of the things was that they take pride in their appearance. It was like one of the values of the Royal Air Force. If the UK's Royal Air Force are literally saying their value is taking pride in their appearance, if you see like these successful guys that you look up to, like just think about those successful, almost like celebrities, but like the really successful, like accomplished men, you can see that they take pride in their appearance. So why don't we? Why is it so weird for like a normal guy to start thinking, oh yeah, well, I want to dress better. That's not gay. I want to dress better. I want to learn like what makes hair more attractive. I want to have like my own certain style with like fucking, I like the eyebrow slit personally. I like a bit of like gold jewelry. This stuff's not even expensive. Keep that in mind, that improving your looks will improve most of the rest of your life. It's an asset that will pay you dividends. And I do truly believe that as a man, the single best thing that we can focus on is our physique, because it makes up like, just the size of it makes up like 80-90% of our entire body. It's so obvious. And now because a lot of things are moving online, you can take shirtless pictures. It's what made the biggest change for me by far. Your face can be improved somewhat through things like mewing and facial hair and like, some style and hair and stuff. But the biggest bang for your buck is going to be getting to 10% body fat and building some extra lean muscle, and building, most importantly, is the actual sort of shape and proportion of your physique. Because a lot of guys go to the gym, but they don't necessarily look more attractive because of it, because you need like an aesthetic sort of V-taper. And I've done like a bunch of videos on my channel, how to build an aesthetic body. Just have a look at those videos. It's like some of my most popular videos as well, so you can watch them completely for free. And it's like how to build an aesthetic body. And I really break down, okay, what makes a man's body actually attractive? Because there's so many guys who go to the gym and like, they don't look good. They don't look sexy. But then there's some guys who go to the gym, have less muscle, less, you know, strength, and, you know, they're not those big like meathead steroid guys, but they look way sexier. They look like the kind of like physiques that women kind of like lust over. They look like the kind of like bodies that women like describe in like erotica. That's the kind of the one that you want to build. And of course, then you can say this is shallow. You're doing things for women, you're doing things for sex, but it's like, that is an important part of our life anyway. I hope that helps you do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.